Our Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent is one of my favorite products. It wasn't when I first used it. The first time I used it, I thought it was going to be just like everything else I had tried from Norwex, awesome. And when I did for my first load of clothes, I opened up the wash machine door and I was expecting angels and sunshine coming out of it, and I was like, oh, this is it? Really? And when I looked at the clothing, I was just so disappointed. I just couldn't understand why my clothes hadn't gotten clean like I thought they would have. So I was thinking, okay, so I'll never talk about our laundry detergent. If people ask me, I'll just say, I haven't tried it yet. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how it is. And so I just continued to use it. It wasn't until probably the third time of using the laundry detergent that I put on a white shirt that I normally wore when the babies came over to the house and I used to watch them. And I had spit up on one shoulder from one of the kids that had vomited a little bit, and then down the front I had some red sauce down it. And I put the shirt on, and I looked at my shoulder, and the spit up mark was gone. I was like, well, that's crazy. Is this the same shirt? I don't understand. And then I went and looked at the front of my shirt, and the red spaghetti sauce was gone as well. I was like, this is crazy. So I started to think a little bit about detergent, and I was using Tide. This is Tide detergent, and you can see in the bottle there is this gooky white stuff, and this is just an oil-based carcinogen that's in Tide. And you can see all these things that are floating around in the detergent, and those are fillers. And fillers and oil is basically what was covering all the fiber in my clothing. So I was thinking, okay, so how long is it going to take for this clothes to get all this junk actually washed out of it? And it was about 3 times. So every time now that I do my laundry, after that point, I was seeing that my clothes were getting cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, and I was just overjoyed with it. So Tide is definitely a bad detergent to use. Arm & Hammer Free and Clear is basically just free and clear of dyes and perfumes, but it still has the oil-based carcinogen in it, and it also still has fillers. So you can see there's some stuff in it. Okay, it's not totally clear. This is our Norwex detergent. In this detergent, you can see there's nothing in this bottle. It looks almost like just pure water. But if I shake it up, you can see that there's soap in it. There's a little bit of bubble in it. It doesn't suds very much, but it's a dynamite detergent to use. When you use our detergent, you need to use very little. On the back of the bag, you'll see that there are directions, but we're a global company, so please don't pay attention to these directions. Listen to what your consultant tells you to use in your particular washing machine. If you have an HE machine and you have just regular Lake Michigan tap water, you're going to use a fourth of a teaspoon of detergent for like your good clothes, your good tops, your sweaters, your underwear, that kind of stuff. And then for jeans, linens, and bedding, even towels, you want to use a half a teaspoon. Now, if you have a conventional washing machine with Lake Michigan water, then you're just going to double that amount. So it's a half a teaspoon and a full teaspoon. If you have just a conventional washing machine with hard water, then you're going to use 1.5 teaspoons for your good clothing, your good delicate clothing, and a teaspoon and a half to 2 teaspoons for your jeans, sweats, towels, bed linens, that kind of thing, okay? The first thing I would love for you to do, though, when you go home tonight is get rid of your dryer sheets or your fabric softener. It is one of the biggest carcinogens in your home, and once you smell it, it's in every organ of your body within 26 seconds. So when you're doing laundry all day long, just think about breathing in all those carcinogens, and all those things are getting into your system and going into every organ, and then they actually end up in your fat cells. Okay, ladies? So we need to get rid of the dryer sheets and the fabric softener. We offer 2 alternatives through our dryer balls. These are the Fluff and Tumble. These are 100% wool balls. And basically, all you basically have to do is just throw them in your dryer and turn your heat down by a fourth, turn your time down by a fourth, and these balls will lift and loft your clothing so that they actually dry your clothes quicker and faster and make your clothes very, very soft. The other one that we have are the green dryer balls. These are kind of my favorite. These are the ones I started off with, and I like these because you only have 2. If I miss that dryer cycle at the end, and I'm running some errands or I'm just busy in the house, I can actually just run these under water and squeeze them and add a little bit of water. So I'm going to squeeze them again, and you can hear the air Okay, there's a little hole in each of the balls, and basically what's going to happen is a little bit of the water is going to go in each of the balls, and you're going to throw these back in your dryer, and maybe 5 minutes is all you need, and enough steam will be made from the water that's inside the balls to steam the wrinkles out of your clothing. Now, if you do miss that smell of a fabric softener or of a dryer sheet, you can always add a little bit of essential oils to the holes of the ball, or you can actually just drop a couple of drops of essential oil on the balls, the fluff and tumble balls themselves, and just put these on at the very end on a fluff cycle. You don't want any heat with essential oils because it is, I don't want to say, well, it basically will catch on fire if you use too much. So you just want to be careful not to use too much essential oils on these, okay?